moments. The mindless voice announced, all those unseated will await the next show. The auditorium was vast and silent. As we were seated and darkened, the voice continued. The program for this evening is not new. You've seen this entertainment through and through. You've seen your birth, your life, and death. You might recall all of the rest. Did you have a good world when you died? Enough to base a movie on? I'm getting out of here.
Where are you going?
To the other side of morning.
Please, don't chase the clouds, pagodas. It's all right. All your friends are here.
When can I meet them?
After you have eaten.
I am not hungry.
You meant beaten.
Silver stream, silvery stream. Oh, impossible concentration.
Is everybody in? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was? Had this dream stopped?
Robbie Krieger, 22 years old, guitar. Name? John Densmore, 23, percussionist. Raymond Daniel Manzur, born 2/12/39, occupation, musician, organist. Name? Joe.
Jim Morrison, leader of a Californian rock and roll band called The Doors. Through his music, Morrison comments on society as he sees it. He speaks for a generation who have spilt their descent onto the streets of the world. To them he is poet, prophet, and politician. Like many of their contemporaries, The Doors show more clearly what they're against rather than what they're for. This film is an attempt to illustrate their report on the state of the world. The Doors' message is uncompromisingly loud. Please do not adjust your set.
Jim Morrison. Oh, I'd rather say James Douglas Morrison.
Great singer, songwriter, musician, poet. Died so young, it was such a loss.
Let's take a look at his life and see what's left for us.
Born in 1943 in Melbourne, Florida, died in 1971 in Paris, in France. He was only 27 years old when he died.
Another idol who left so young, probably best recognized for his psychedelic songs and the group The Doors.
One of the most influential people in rock music and culture in general. His lifestyle became an example to follow for rebels in those times.
Influenced by Nietzsche and Blake, did you know that he was only 15 when he got fascinated by them and wrote his first poems?
One of Morrison's longer poems, The Movie, presented at the very start by Sebastian, is a surreal one. Seemingly a critique of consumer culture, it starts with the mindless voice of a cinema staff member announcing that the film is about to begin. As the poem continues, he then heavily infers that the movie we are watching is that of our life story, and that it's one we've seen before, possibly with reference to the belief that we will be reborn in some capacity after death.
Let's listen to some other poems.
I can make the earth stop in its tracks. I made the blue cars go away. I can make myself invisible or small. I can become gigantic and reach the farthest things. I can change the course of nature. I can place myself anywhere in space or time. I can summon the dead. I can perceive events on the other worlds in my deepest inner mind and in the minds of others. I can. I am.
Your home is still here, inviolate and certain. Thank you, O Lord, for the wide, blind light. Charmed, harmed, born to suffer, made to undress in the wilderness. Our love so found a safe niche where we can store up wishes and sock. To our fellows, and the same premise of a disaster. Thank you, O Lord, for the wide, blind light. Let me tell you of heartache and the loss of God. Wandering in a hopeless night, moonshine night, mountain village insane in the woods, in the deep trees, in the deep trees, in the deep trees.
Your home is still here, violent and certain. Oh, I want to be there. I want us to be there. Oh, I want to be there. Beside the lake, beneath the moon, cool and swollen, dripping its hot liquor. I want to be there. Thank you, Lord, for the wide, blind light. A city rises from the sea. Let me tell you about heartache and the loss of God. Wandering a hopeless night. Let me show you the maiden with robbed iron soul. Out here at the perimeter, there are no stars. Out here, we're stoned, immaculate. From your hand, my pretty child, my sweetheart. Choose the day and choose the side of your day. The day's divinity, first thing you see. A vast rolling beach in a cool jeweled moon. Couples naked raised down by its quiet side. And we laugh like soft, mad children, smacking the woolly cotton braids of infancy. The music and voices are all around us. Choose, they prove, the ancient ones. The time has come again. Choose now, they prove, beneath the moon. beside an ancient lake. Enter again the sweet forest. Enter the hot dreams. Come with us. Everything is broken up and dances.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces go out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, yeah. When you're strange, faces go out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
Indians scattered on dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts crowd a young child's fragile eggshell mind. Blood in the streets, in the town of New Haven. Blood stains roofs and the palm trees of Venice. Blood in my love. In the terrible summer, bloody red sun of fantastic LA. Blood screams of rain as they chop off her fingers. Blood will be born in the birth of a nation. Blood is the rose of mysterious union. Blood on her eyes. It's following me. Indian, Indian! What did you die for? The Indian says nothing at all. Gently stir. Gently rise. The dead are newborn awakening with ravished limbs and wet souls. Gently they sigh in rapt funeral amazement. Who called these dead to dance? Was it the young woman learning to play the ghost song in her baby grand? Was it the wilderness children? Was it the ghost god himself? Stopped tottering, cheering, chatting blindly. I called you up to anoint the earth. I called you to announce sadness, falling like burned skin. I called you to wish you well, to glory itself like a new monster. And now, I call on you to pray.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special bulletin. Rock music fans all over the world are in mourning today. Jim Morrison, lead singer of The Doors, was found dead in his Paris apartment this morning. French authorities attribute the cause of death to a heart attack. Morrison was
figures in Hollywood bungalows. I would like to live in the city of light. A distant Los Angeles, city of night, city of night, city of night, city of night. Woo!
When he was 3 to 4 years old, Morrison allegedly witnessed a car accident in the desert during which a truck overturned and some Native Americans were laying injured on the side of the road. He referred to this incident in his songs and poems like Ghost Song, among others. Morrison described this incident as the most formative event of his life and made repeated references to it. In the imagery of his songs, poems, and interviews, Morrison believed that spirits or the ghosts of those dead Indians lived into his soul, and that he was like a sponge, ready to sit there and absorb it.
There are discrepancies between Morrison's memories of that event on the highway and his family's. Morrison's family does not recall this traffic incident happening in the way he told it.
It was shortly after his graduation when he accidentally met Ray Manzarek, a famous pianist. He was charmed with Morrison's lyrics and voice, and they started The Doors.
The name of the band is an inspiration from the book The Door, The Perception by Huxley, who wrote, "There are things known and there are things unknown, and in between are the doors."
The first song released by The Doors, Break On Through, that we heard at the start of our event was left almost invisible at the very beginning. The second one, Light My Fire, became a real number one. You know that it would be untrue. You know that it would be a lie. If I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Trying to set the night on fire.
Morrison was found dead in the bathtub of the apartment at about 6 a.m. He was 27 years old. The circumstances of Morrison's death are unclear. The official cause was heart failure, but one source suggested he overdosed on heroin at the nightclub and was then taken home and placed in his bathtub to make it look as though he had died in his apartment.
The world had been robbed of a fine poet and musician whose path to self-destruction could have been avoided. He wanted listeners to be open-minded about life and how they perceive their own existence.
Buried in Paris in Père Lachaise Cemetery, the same as Oscar Wilde or Edith Piaf, and many other poets and writers.
Left 7 albums recorded with The Doors, numerous poems, unforgettable lyrics, and a voice that will always be remembered.
One of his poems, called The Hitchhiker, is a powerful piece about the dangers of picking up strangers on the road, and it has the song lyrics embedded that became a huge hit for The Doors. The last hit song written by Jim Morrison, Riders on the Storm.
patrol. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone, riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain's swimming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man the right, sweet family will die. Killer on the road.
Tell them you came and saw and looked into my eyes, and saw the shadow of the guard receding, thoughts and time and out of season. The hitchhiker stood by the side of the road and leveled his thumb in the calm calculus of reason. And then a car passes. Why does my mind circle around you? Why do planets wonder what it would be like to be you? All your soft white promises were words, birds endlessly in flight. Your dog is still lost in the frozen woods, or he would run to you. How can he run to you? Landing with blooded sickness on the snow, he's still sniffing gates and searching strangers for your smell, which he remembers very well. Is there a moon in your window? Is madness laughing? Can you still run down beach rocks bed without them?
Wow, I'm sick of doubt, living the life of certain self, cruel bindings. The servants have the power, dog mandatory kingdom, putting poor blankets over our sailors. I'm sick of door faces staring at me from the TV tower. I want roses for my garden bowl, dig. Royal babies, rubies must not replace aborted strangers in the mud. These mutants, blood meal for the plants that's plowed. Carrying over friendly guests you've brought to bed. Death makes angels of us all and gives us wings where we cut shoulders, smooth as ravens' claws. No more money, no more fancy dress. On our kingdom seems by far the best, until its other drawer reveals incest and loose obedience to the vegetable load. I will not go. Prepare a feast of friends to the giant family.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was Tribute to the Doors by the Rats.
Maja.
Dawid.
Waldyma.
Olga. Ania.
Maciej.
Gabrysia. Ola.
Sebastian.
Anton.
wierszy. No może niekoniecznie takich poetów, jaki był Jim Morrison, ale może akurat zachęci Was to do posłuchania jego muzyki, do poczytania jego wierszy, bo są naprawdę ciekawe. Dziękujemy bardzo.
Pozwólcie, że ja też podziękuję całej grupie teatralnej oraz pani profesor Agnieszce Komorowskiej-Owczarzak za pomysł, reżyserię tego dzisiejszego wydarzenia. Ono się wpisuje w ten czas, jaki teraz przeżywamy, czas początku listopada, za nami Wszystkich Świętych, Dzień Zaduszny, wspominamy ludzi, którzy odeszli, taki piękny hołd dla, jak sami powiedzieli, dla Doorsów i twórczości Jima Morrisona. Nie wiem, czy przed tym dzisiejszym spektaklem widzieliście, kim był Jim Morrison i kim była grupa The Doors i jakie były te czasy, końcówka lat 60., początek 70. Moi drodzy, dzisiaj patrzymy na Morrisona trochę jak na zjawisko, historyczne już, buntu tego pokolenia 20-parolatków. Dowiedzieliśmy się dzisiaj z tego spektaklu. Miał 27 lat, jak zmarł w Paryżu. Widzieliście jego grób na cmentarzu Père Lachaise, pośród grobów innych wybitnych twórców francuskich. Odszedł wcześnie, podobnie jak Janis Joplin, jak Jimi Hendrix, jak inni bohaterowie tamtego czasu nazywanego w skrócie pokoleniem Woodstock, pokoleniem rewolucji, pokoleniem buntu. To był bunt przeciwko wielu niefajnym, złym rzeczom, jakie się wtedy działy. Trochę widzę analogię z dniem dzisiejszym do tego, przeciwko czemu protestowali między innymi Doorsi i Morrison, także swoją poezją, swoją twórczością. Trwała wtedy paskudna wojna w Indochinach, w Wietnamie. Tysiące Amerykanów wyjeżdżało z domów, bywało, że nie wracali do nich już, że zostawali w tej wietnamskiej dżungli, w tropikach. A jednocześnie kraj opływał, jak widzieliście tutaj, w dobrobyt, bogactwo, taki kontrast potężny. I chcę wam powiedzieć, że to młode pokolenie, ci młodzi twórcy, ci ludzie, którzy poszli za nimi, rzeczywiście dokonali pewnego przełomu. Zaczęły pod wpływem tego protestu pękać struktury tamtego świata. Młodzi ludzie, licealiści i studenci doprowadzili w 1969 roku do upadku jednego z najpotężniejszych europejskich przywódców, generała de Gaulle'a. Między innymi kilka lat później, w połowie lat 70. doprowadzono do upadku najpotężniejszego człowieka świata, podejścia do dymisji prezydenta Richarda Nixona. On miał inne grzechy za uszami, ale to była presja tamtego czasu, tamtego społeczeństwa, więc może spójrzmy na twórczość Morrisona także w ten sposób, jako twórczość wielkiego buntownika. I ja pozostaję pani profesor z nadzieją, że może za rok to będzie Amy Winehouse na przykład, już bardzo, bardzo bliska naszym czasom, współczesności, a może Janis Joplin. Także bardzo fajny pomysł, bardzo się cieszę, że młodzi ludzie chcą o tym opowiadać, śpiewać, grać. Raz jeszcze wielkie brawa dla Oraz. Dzięki.